What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to make a quick video. Something I spotted. This is crazy. It kind of blew my mind. Right now, the victims of the Hurricane Helene, it's still ongoing. There's still victims that needing help. And I'm over here looking on X, and I saw this article where right now, with hurricane victims pleading with their government to help after losing their loved ones, their homes, and their livelihoods, Kamala was on a sex podcast called Call Her Daddy. Check this out.
Daddy gang, to put it in our TikTok terms, I have seen girls on the street walk up to men and be like, do you know where a tampon goes? Do you know how many tampons we use? Do you even know how, do you know what a X or Y or Z is of a part of our, and they don't know the answer.
I was the first vice president or president to ever in office go to a reproductive health care clinic.
Daddy gang, to put it in.
I mean, seriously, she can't even talk. You know, people criticizing Trump for talking about her intelligence. Now, there's no doubt she's smart in some ways, but you're the vice president, and they need you right now. These hurricane victims need you, and then there's another hurricane about to hit Florida. And you're on a sex talk show? Why don't you go on Fox and talk? Why don't you even go down there and help out the hurricane victims? So this is where her priorities are at. And she's the current vice president. Now, this guy did an interview the same time that Kamala Harris was doing this interview on Call Her Daddy.
There's nothing here.
We're 9 days post-hurricane, and that was the first FEMA drop I've seen here in the Swannanoa area.
I haven't seen a FEMA agent yet. This is all local volunteers from abroad, as far as Washington State, are coming out here to help and pick up the slack that's been left behind from our government.
You know, and President Trump, he's not even in office, but yet he's still getting a Starlink. He's doing his best. He's shaking all the trees.
If we're talking about federal assistance, I didn't see my first FEMA truck until, what is today? Saturday? I didn't see my first FEMA truck until Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. And all I saw was a FEMA truck with a satellite on it, parked in a corner, underneath some shade trees in a parking lot, with no signage, no information. I don't know why they're there.
The word from people that we talk to, and they say, when we say, who else has been here, can we help, maybe we can work together, they're like, you're the first ones, or the only other people that have helped us is another private, citizens that are just basically our neighbors or our friends trying to help us. They hadn't seen anyone from the federal government yet.
When our vice president talks on the TV about $750 for FEMA, yeah, that's not good.
The only information that I've got about FEMA actions on the ground has been an attempt to sort of stop some of the volunteer efforts, especially, there's a medical support trailer that's here by volunteers. They have doctors and registered nurses. They're all licensed doctors and registered nurses. They were told they couldn't do what they were doing because it was not being federally controlled or something along those lines.
I've seen one helo come in, and I was told that was FEMA, and that was it.
Today was the first FEMA delivery that I've seen or I've heard of in the entire region.
Guys, what do you think about that? I mean, I just had to post this. I mean, this is just, it's blowing my mind, the incompetence of our current vice president, who's running for president, and for people who are still wanting to vote for that. And if you look at some of my other videos, I talked about that. I talked about how, you're going to hate one man so bad that you would rather the country continue burning. I mean, this is crazy. You're not going to help these people, and these people are not going to get on here and just lie, all these people. While you're in a sex talk show talking, you're going to sit here and just abandon these people? But yet the person who's running for president, who's not the president, has actually been down there trying to help, trying to get Starlink involved, try to do something. And remember, he was a president for 4 years. He did this kind of stuff. So if the current VP who's running for president is not showing her leadership now, man, what makes you think she's going to do the next 4 years? Her priorities are not for the American people, man. I think she's already proved it. And I'll reiterate, I'm not trying to tell people who to vote for. It's a free country. You vote for who you want to. Because let's face facts, you vote for her, you're going to suffer just like the rest of us. And people are already suffering. I mean, I just couldn't believe that. You know, it's like you can't do that. We can't take another 4 years of this. Then it makes me just question why you would stop some volunteers from helping. Why would you want the chaos, the suffering, the downing of electrical lines and forms of communication to remain down 30 days before the election? I don't know, guys. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything, okay? I'm just saying. I question it personally. I'm not trying to articulate anyone's views or put a tinfoil hat on. I just thought this had to be known. Yeah. I'm still in shock over it. Well, till next time, guys.